3 ways women show they're interested.
They open their eyes, they blow their nose, they fucking pee. I don't know. Fuck. Damn, that 5 seconds really got you stressed.
Now,
Never turn the recording off. Engineering rule number 1: never turn the recorder off. Even if they say don't record this, you always keep the recorder on, no matter what the artist or the person says. Obviously, he knew because he has eyes that somebody was recording something because red buttons were on. So it ain't like I was casually just moving them in like.
yeah, and also, what they gonna do? Beat me up?
Facts.
Yeah, all you have to do is say, "Hey, don't post that."
Yeah, exactly. It's not even that serious.
Did you get the that freestyle? Or not the freestyle, but the cipher?
Yeah.
Some of it,
Yeah. I'm glad. Oh man, it's not a bad day. Not a bad day, guys. So what did you have on docket?
Let's reintroduce the show for anybody who may have missed it. This is 2.5 LLCs podcast. My name is Dre, aka Retro Dre, if you know me by my rap name. Andre, if you know me by my personal name. So we have Devin to my left, aka your right, and to my right, aka your left, we have Kia.
Hello.
And today we are going to start with lucrative tips of the day. As always, life comes at you fast, so embrace every moment. Money isn't everything, but you need it to survive. When you can spend time with the people you love, do so. In order to grow, you have to break away from your nest, aka leave home. Mm-hmm. It's going to take a while to gain more success, so be patient. The universe, aka life, will tell you what you need to do, but you have to listen. The more intelligence, aka the more knowledge you gain, the more wealthy you will become, if you use it. Anything you all want to tackle, or any tips you want to question this week?
What was the first 2 you read? There was one of the first ones you said I really agreed with.
Life comes at you fast, so embrace every moment.
Next one.
Money isn't everything, but you need it to survive.
What's the next one?
When you can spend time with the people you love, do so.
That one. I feel like I'm learning that right now. I have grandparents that are getting to that age, and they've been talking to me about, when they will eventually pass. So, definitely been spending time with my grandparents more lately. Luckily, they moved out to the States. I think probably just to be with all of our family, but yeah, that's I've never had a death in my family. So I definitely think that tip
I
right
wish
there.
I could be you, man. I saw death early, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm grateful that I haven't, but at the same time, it scares the fuck out of me.
And it's terrifying.
Yeah. It does change you, I will say that.
I bet.
Even though it happened to me when I was young, I know it had an effect on me because I talk about it in that way in my music. It's when you have older people that you don't understand why they may not remember your name because you just think they forget about you or they're trying to be mean to you. And then you learn later when you're an adult, dementia. Great grandma had dementia. Didn't know that till I was 19. I didn't know that's why she kept asking me what my name was every time I walked in the room. I didn't know that's why she was so mean and yelling all the time at that point, because I didn't get to experience her obviously when she was in her younger days, because obviously I wasn't here. But I have an older family, so unfortunately I was gonna see death early and not even meet certain people in my family because they weren't present. Another thing in my family that is not the brightest, but it is what it is. I go down my family tree. It's not a lot of men going down a certain side of my family tree. It's either they left, died, or were never there to begin with. So you grow up. I had my father, but I was lucky. Yeah, one of the lucky ones. Not saying every one of my family is like that, but growing up seeing that a lot, you don't understand how that affects you, but it does.
Definitely.
So you have to just encapsulate that and hope you can figure out what that means. I had a good upbringing, all that, of course, great upbringing, but it still affected me in a way. Like, man, that could have been me, or I see why certain people act the way they act because they didn't have this.
Mm-hmm.
So
I guess on the topic of fathers, I mean, since it's Father's Day, my dad was deployed a lot, so there were a lot of times when I was growing up where it did feel like I didn't have a dad. Because up until I was like 18, which was when I was pretty much leaving the house, or I did leave the house actually at 18, he had been to probably half of my birthdays. Like, they are present. And that was even when that's including like from age 1 to like 5 when he joined the military. So, because he was deployed so much. And I've been thinking a lot lately, like, what the effects of not having not experiencing a very strong father figure growing up was. There's a lot of things. My lack of interest in sports, and probably the way I see the world, too. I read something today, actually, that talked about how Father's Day is, I wouldn't say like a fragile day, but it's definitely a day where not a lot of people are celebrating because they didn't have fathers. And that definitely shapes your outlook on life. So, like, I don't know, it's weird. Part of me feels like I didn't have a dad necessarily present, but I'm still glad that he was around, like, present.
I'm sorry you feel that. You feel that way.
Yeah, but I mean, it's how life goes.
It is. I mean,
It's how it
we
goes.
can't. We have no control on where or who we were when we were born. You know,
Facts.
if I could, I would not be.
See, and I feel that. I feel like a lot of people definitely feel that way. Like, just because I think it's the lack of control. Everybody wants to be able to control things, but you just have to accept.
And the ones that do control things, you don't have the power to overthrow them.
Mm-hmm. Yep, true. Like the situation with Russia. I mean, just off the top of my head. I mean, any like overarching power. Yeah. It's our lack of control, I think. But
yeah, let's go back to a previous intertwining point on there. As I just wanted to address this real quick. That's why when I say I'm not having kids till 40, I'm joking, but I'm also kind of serious at that point as well, because I want to be able to be there with my children. Mm-hmm. Obviously, I'm going to be a little older, but that doesn't matter. As long as we're stable and I know what I've done and what I'm doing is going to provide for them, and I'm mentally ready as well to provide and care for my child to the best of my ability, that's fine. And also, as a man and as a future fathers, whoever is out there, or current ones as well, happy Father's Day to y'all, by the way. What you do is important, and when you're having your children is important, because if you're going to be there or not, that's going to impact your child that much more. It's going to affect them that much, because they are looking at you are the figurehead of the family, whether you like it or not. So you have to provide, if you can, hopefully, that image of strength. And this is what, if you have a daughter, a man she wants to aspire to be with, or son, man he wants to aspire to be. And provide all that grounding so everything can come to fruition for the future of you and your family.
I think growing up, I did not want to admit how important it is to have a dad. Like, dude, it shapes so much.
How so?
Like, to the first part of what I said, or the second?
Why do you not want to admit it?
I don't know. I think I was scared to talk about it, for one. Maybe I just wasn't ready growing up.
This some deep shit.
Hell yeah. we got started off on a deep note. But that's okay. You need some shit like this. Plus, it's like it was like 55 minutes into the initial video, so like, you know, who might see this deep shit? You know?
Like, it's nice, you know, that you can be vulnerable.
Oh yeah.
Around us, and that it's gonna be recorded, and people gonna see this.
Yeah.
And like,
you gotta be. I mean,
a dope trait to have.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And that I like to see in like guys, because it's like they can be authentic. They're being themselves.
Yeah. I actually attribute that the reason I can do that is because I didn't really have a dad present. Because my dad is he likes to act very masculine. He's in the military. And the fact that, for one, he wasn't around very much, I was mostly raised by women. So I grew up already, like, very respectful of women, and I saw what women do in the family, how they think, how they bring things together. So, and plus, they allowed for a more open space of, like, talking about how I feel. Now, that it wasn't perfect, of course, but I'm just more open to that idea because I understand how it helps and how it can, like, progress for one yourself, but also other relationships. Because if you're open about things that you go through, somebody else may see themselves in you. And if you have enough strength to, like, speak freely on the things that you struggle with, but also are open about how you still strive to get through it. For one, I think that inspires other people, but also just, it's like therapy in a sense, you know. Even though it's hard, push through, inspire others to do the same. I saw this video actually that was like talking about how when a giraffe is born, it's born running, you know, moving its legs. And when a human baby is born, we're born crying because we're crying for help. So one of the most important things we can do is ask for help. So when I saw that video, I was like, damn, that's true. And that's there. I mean, obviously when fish are born or tadpoles or whatever, they're born swimming, you know. So like we are born doing what is natural to us. So I feel like it is important to talk about these things.
To a point.
You don't want to be you don't want to expose every detail of your life, for sure.
Because I'm the opposite of you. I grew up holding a lot of things in because of the fact you got to be strong, which I still believe, and it's very necessary. But you, at the same time, I might have held in a little too much. At times, I might not have been able to express enough to be able to let women know, especially in the dealings in relationship land,
right,
or trying to be in relationship land anyway, how I felt and how I wanted to be around them, because at the end of the day, I didn't know myself all the way as well. So having to figure that out and just walking through that it gets tough, because you don't realize that I have a little bit of an issue expressing myself to people. It's like, oh, it's just whatever. This is me.
Right.
Yeah, but at times you need to just alter and kind of switch it up a little bit. So
agreed.
The people who want to interact with you on that level, you can interact with and still be and feel like yourself. Just do it in your way and make sure they understand and let them know this is how you act because of this, that, and a third. That you can be, at least have an understanding. It may not work, y'all may not come together on that level, but at least it's an understanding between the two.
I get the holding in thing. Like, as a boy who obviously I grew up to be a man, like, I still definitely went through that. Like, I don't want to say shit, because when I do, I mean, this person and this friend is just like, oh, that sucks, sorry. You know, I get that. And then also, of course, with men in your family, whether it be uncles or brothers or cousins or your dad, like, there is that masculinity, the toxic masculinity, where it's just like, you have to be strong, can't show emotion. If you show emotion, that means you're weak. Like, I get that, and I've heard that same exact sentiment through my whole life. Like, one of the main things that my dad has told me in my life is that no one is going to come and save you, not even me. Literally, bro, he literally told me that. And but I honestly, as many things as my dad has done that to me I just didn't agree with, I still have found ways to use them to progress who I am. So even though there have been some things that my dad has done that I just don't agree with, or said to me that I don't agree with, like, I still think it helped develop me as to be stronger. It did also, though, make me a little bit colder towards, like, other people in terms of, like, being compassionate or, like, wanting to help other people out, because I felt like I was never given a helping hand. Because that was just the general attitude. Get that shit yourself.
Only few deserve it.
Mm-hmm.
This is how I look at it. Because you cold, I'm cold as ice. So.
And wait, and you're an only child, right?
I was for 11 years, but then I had 2 little sisters. It's different. My life and then their lives, like it's a clear divide. Very, very clear divide. And the shitty thing is that my parents have still never talked to me about this, and I know they're never gonna watch this. Well, that's why, I'm just like, it's okay. I'm okay sharing this.
You never know.
Very true. They could see it in 5 years. But even that's why on the other podcast, I'll say whatever. Because for one, I know that right now no one's watching, and if somebody sees it in the future, I mean, that's okay. You'd be like, that was just what it was.
It could all change tomorrow.
Shit, you're right. And that is true.
But you always got to keep that mindset. If you think like you're rich, you will be rich. That's your imagination is the first step. So if you're gonna think positive about what you're doing, this positive's gonna come. If you think negatively, it's gonna same way. That's why when I tell you sometimes, don't say nobody gonna see the show because nobody might not see the show because you said it.
Right.
People don't know how powerful their words are.
Right.
And once you realize and figure out how much weight that holds, then you can realize how you change to become what you're going to become and do what you're doing, because your words and your mind and your actions going to your subconscious and saying and doing it over and over and over again, it's going to make heads turn. It's going to make moves happen.
That's true, and I agree with that. That's why I actually, in a few interviews, I'd asked the artists like what they think about manifesting, because in a sense, I know some people get weirded out by that word, manifesting, blah blah blah, because there's like a connotation to it. But
it just depends on who's saying it half the time.
That's very true. Because when there's somebody like Snap who's just here, or AB Steph, people who are actually working every day to do their shit, when they talk about I manifest this, it's like, okay, I get it, because you're putting in work. So what you're telling yourself in your head, like I'm gonna make it in some way, I'm going to do this with my music, whatever. If you're actually working towards it, then the possibility is just so much greater than if you're like, I'm gonna be rich, and then you're just sitting on your ass all day. But you keep telling yourself like, I'm gonna be rich, but you're not doing anything to accomplish it. That's where I think it fails.
Yeah.
Because there are definitely people like that. There's definitely people that I know that love to talk about shit that they're gonna do, or like, man, I'm the shit and this and that, and it's like, but you don't do anything to like actually, you don't put in the work. I definitely know a few artists who I started out as friends with who turned into being artists, and the way that they view it is, I'm already one of the best, I'm just waiting for someone to hear me. But they don't do any promo, they don't record in a studio.
I made a post about this the other day, man.
Speak your thoughts.
It was a clip that Knife Wonder had on somebody's page. You saw it? He said Jay-Z, so let me he was talking to some people, I don't know if they were students or not, but it was like in a room, he was standing up talking, had the words beside him. He said, Jay-Z came and found me out the woods. But there's a lot, and he also said, if you're doing great things, somebody will find you. No, they won't. Listen, he found Knife Wonder. Name was already out there, had a buzz from what he was doing beforehand. Somebody is putting work on the ground and doing shows and making music and talking to labels and such. Somebody passed the message on from what he was doing. Like, yo, you gotta hear this. And that's how that ended up happening. Him being great is cool. It's a lot of people that were great at that time. They didn't get to sit in the room with Jay-Z. So you have to do stuff to push you forward. Being great isn't gonna cut it. Nobody's gonna find greatness. You have to make yourself accessible.
And actually, and that points to the point to when you said that you never know who's listening, because with that Ninth Wonder thing, like you said, the buzz was going out. Somebody that was so close to Jay-Z thought he was so impressive that they say, you know what? You know who you should check out? This guy.
But you gotta be super dope.
And then Jay-Z's
which
like,
he was though.
Yeah. And then Jay-Z's like, oh well, if you're saying something about them and I trust you, then there's something must be special about them. So then they're more inclined to seek out that thing that they're looking for.
But I bet Ninth Wonder was probably grinding for years before he even got to that point. You know?
Exactly.
Right. Yep.
He said on the IBM ThinkPad, yeah, he produced Threat on Fruity Loops, yeah, but so
Yeah. No, that's fine. That's fine. That's part of the process.
So
That's part of the process.
somebody saw him. He doing enough to make a noise, to make a buzz.
Mm-hmm.
He did something big enough where somebody spent money to see him. I feel like that's like the step. When somebody spending money, they know they're expecting something big out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll buy like different price tickets. So if somebody's paying like for like a table,
Mm-hmm.
and they usually know people. I'm not gonna buy a table, you know. But if I'm somebody that's gonna get a table with somebody that's networked
Mm-hmm.
and seen some things.
Networking is hard though.
It is.
I mean, shit.
is it as hard as you think it is, or do you?
It's hard for me.
Okay. Fair.
It's hard for me because I just can't. I don't want to talk to people, man.
Because I'll say this, it's not for everybody. At least in the conventional way people like to say networking.
Mm-hmm.
You can network, hey, come on the podcast. That's networking.
That's
I don't
true.
think people realize that, but that is networking. Hey, come on our show, we can talk. That's much easier than going up in a room with 50 people
That is
that
facts.
either do or don't know what you do or just want to talk about themselves all the other day
Mm-hmm.
or want to talk to you for about 30 minutes, have a great conversation, never exchange information unless you say something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Facts.
That's what ends up happening most of the time.
That's true.
Unless from that moment, if you're great enough at talking like that, which most people aren't, to sell what you do in a short period of time and make that much of an impact on somebody that they're willing to say, hey, I may need you for such and such, let's get back and talk, then that's going to be great for you.
Yeah.
But also sometimes you have to train yourself to figure out that in that area you can be great, but it's taking time. But also sometimes it's not for you either. So you have to figure out another way to go about it.
Have you ever tried LinkedIn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thing about LinkedIn is though, it's social media.
Mm.
So it's a lot of people doing what you do on there as well. You just have to figure out who to talk to. And see a lot. It's gonna be a lot of cold messages and emails. That's fine.
Damn, man. You going through damn near every avenue.
You have to.
Shit.
It's easier to do now, but it's also more people doing it.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
What makes you doper than everybody else? What makes you different than everybody else? You say, yeah, I do videos, graphics, engineer, and other stuff as well. What makes me different? I'm not the only one who does all this. I'm not.
You're not the only guy in North Carolina
Yeah.
doing this.
Exactly.
True.
So,
I seen them on Instagram. I looked at their stuff. I studied some of it.
Maybe not even Raleigh, bro.
Exactly
Right.
the point.
Yeah.
yep.
That's true.
This
But
side of Raleigh.
but different. but I'll say this: the difference between me and everybody else is, I am going out there to get it. It's going to get done. Not saying that other people aren't, but I get it done.
And you can watch his journey on his Instagram. I mean, he learns something new every day through Dre.
That's true, man.
It's like, oh, and I'm like, I'm proud of Dre.
Yeah.
I say it in my head, don't say it out loud. So,
You just did.
but it didn't have the same effect
Yeah.
because I'm just talking about the situation.
Right.
But,
Yeah.
I'm like, he's doing his.
Yeah.
He's gonna make it. He's gonna be alright.
Yeah.
I don't have a choice.
Yeah.
Because like a
True.
point
I know.
you brought up earlier, I haven't been all in for a while. I've been doing stuff. I'm there. I'm doing what I do, but I haven't been all the way in. At this point
Giggity.
in my at this point of my life, I have to go all the way in, or it's going to go down.
Giggity.
I knew you were going to say that damn shit.
But on a serious note, though, you have to be locked in.
That's true.
I have been locked in since I got graduated or was in college, because I realized I have to be in an environment where I know it's work. Because when I'm home, I want to do home stuff, relax, watch videos, sleep, eat.
So you separate, like, where you're doing certain things.
That's
in a sense.
indirectly. That's how I was trained. Because we're all technically trained like that. We just don't. Everybody just doesn't adapt to that because that doesn't work on everybody. I know when I went to school, I had to do school stuff, and I'm very focused when I'm somewhere, not distracted by anything else going on. But when I'm at home, it's difficult for me sometimes to do edit videos, make videos, music, because I'm at home. Other stuff's going on at home as well. But I'm able to get interrupted. I'm home. Right. When I'm here at the studio, for the most part, unless somebody coming in for a session or something, I know the schedule for the most part. Nothing's going on unless random stuff happen. Yeah, I can zone in.
Yep, I feel that.
I wish I had that time. I'm running out of that time to zone in. Because I've been working on my other job so much and I just get so tired. Because I'm getting old and shit. But I did make a change last week.
What?
I started walking.
Hey.
Only because what Dre said the Sunday before. You gotta start with something small.
Wait, yeah, fuck yeah.
And then that's true. I walked around, the first day I walked around where the apartment buildings were 3 times. Next day I did 4.
That's fucking...
Next day I did 6.
That's good shit. Hell yeah.
The Thursday it rained like a motherfucker. But then I played VR to replace that time. And then Friday I took a break. Because I felt like... I did 4 days straight. That's better than I did in a long time.
You have to have a rest day in there.
Yeah, rest day. And then Saturday, I was able to wake... I woke up earlier than usual. And that shit never happens.
That's
I was on fucking time for work.
Damn.
That never fucking happened.
Yo.
That's fucking sweet. Yo, that's awesome.
And then I got off. Everything went fine. Work wasn't stressful or anything. Then I went downtown Cary. I went there early. So I can walk around knowing I won't get my steps anyway. Because I said, I need to get my time in my steps. Because I was still thinking about this watch. I'm trying to do this little thing. And I said, so I walked around to see where it was at. Because I've never been downtown Cary. I like to explore things in my own time. So when there's an event that I'm going to, I like to show up 2-3 hours early so I can see what's around. Or whatever. Yeah. Plus I can catch up on podcasts and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. So, then I went to, because I was meeting some people from Facebook, from one of those Facebook groups. They said, we want to do a bar crawl. I'm like, I need to get out the house. Maybe, I don't know, I'll run some new people.
Yeah.
I don't like talking to people like that, but I'm like, I need to pull on my big girl pants.
Get out that box. Get out your box.
Yeah, I need to, because you never know who you're going to meet.
That's where growth happens, when you step out of your comfort zone.
Yeah, so I'm like, trust me, I was scared to death. Because I don't do stuff like that. I don't like approaching people.
Yeah.
Then some people, they would just, after I felt better, like, I was able just to talk to them. And I hung out with one girl one night, and we were looking at each other, and it got to a point where her wingman was like, hey, I can't see her. I said, I got you, let me go find her. I was that person.
Damn.
So
that's cool.
So that was Saturday. It was lit. I went with dancing, but I was like, no, I can't do it.
Maybe you'll build up.
Yeah, the first 3 was fun. I'm like, let's not overdo it. First night, I tapped out early.
Last summer, I thought of this saying. I don't know. It might not be original, but it's, you plant the seeds today so you can enjoy the fruits of labor tomorrow. And that was one thing that I thought a lot about. Because, actually around the time that you guys met me, I had just lost maybe 40 pounds. And I was still losing weight because over the period of COVID, I gave up making music and I gained literally 60 pounds. It was crazy. And it was a lot of things. So when I actually came to the studio, I was pretty much I'd lost most of the weight that I had gained. And the one thing that just kept me going was that phrase. Because I was like, if I run today, in a couple months' time, I'm going to look way different than I look now. That's all I know. I don't care how much it hurts right now. I don't care. If I don't want to go, just think about what could be if I continue. If I don't quit right now. But if I quit, then this image that's in my head, it's already gone. It's already not going to happen. So, fuck, man. Every single day that I went out and I didn't want to, eventually led me to lose pretty much all the weight that I gained. And so now that's just the way I think about it. And what you guys have been saying, it's very relatable. Because, you just got to do small shit.
Yeah. Oh, and then those first 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I didn't eat after 5 those days.
Damn. I mean, usually you snack.
Like usually I would snack, but yeah, I was like, oh no, I would just have dinner sometimes. Then like I'll eat like a big lunch and then I have like dinner like a little later at like 9 p.m. or something like that. I didn't eat anything. I just drank water. Or I had a little bit of juice. That's about it. But it was like a little intermittent fast. I'm like, I can do this for a couple of days.
That's building healthy habits. It's never ever too late to change your habits.
Yeah. It's out this morning.
Hey.
The night of burritos before I came here.
You know,
and drunk 2 margaritas.
One thing I will say is about losing weight, is, at least for me, don't go super, super crazy on the dieting. Just cut back. It's way easier. And plus, you can still eat what you want.
Yeah. Oh, and I didn't have alcohol until yesterday.
Okay. Yeah, alcohol will definitely do it to you.
Yeah, so I didn't drink every single day, so.
Good shit. Hell yeah. Growth here.
Yeah. It starts with little things.
And that's cool that you inspired her.
Like, well, Dre making it sound so fucking easy. Like,
it's
he's
not.
out there playing basketball and doing other shit. Like, I can't be doing this too. Like, I can't be a bum.
Wouldn't you also agree, though, it's the way that you talk to yourself that gets the change. Like you said, the words that you speak can definitely determine, what will happen.
Yeah, because our minds are going, some people's at least 1,000,000 miles a minute. We have a lot of impulse coming in, especially on these phones all day, most of the time. Not everybody, but we say most of us.
Yeah,
but
I say a lot.
getting all these types of energies and thoughts and processes, you got to learn how to filter and do your best to figure out for yourself what's best for you. Because there's somebody that's making and creating content. You scroll and trying to post, so you might see some target. I'm like, oh shit, she look alright. Alright, bet. Oh, I post a video, and then get off.
Yeah.
Let me look at the numbers real quick. Alright, couple likes, couple comments. Alright, but let me respond. Alright, cool. No. Then just gotta refocus and adjust, because you're gonna have some times where you dip off a little bit, but as long as you circle and come back to the point where you're trying to go, it's smooth sailing.
Yeah, but sometimes you need that natural dip. Often period.
I mean,
You need that.
Yeah, to recharge. I feel like you need to do something out of the norm. Like, I'll start playing like video games again for a little while.
Same.
And then I'm like, I'm all into the video games. I'm like, yeah. Then it's like, all right, that's enough.
Yep.
Let me get back to the music.
Oh, I relate to that 100%. Like, video games being the exact thing. Like, I don't always play video games, but I do get into these modes, and actually right now, I'm going through it. Like, I go through a 2 to 3 week period where I just binge video games, and after that, months of work.
Yeah.
Like, that's all I need.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of off time.
A little bit of off time, a little chance, because then you start, and then also in that time, you're doing other things that you haven't done before. At least I am. Like, at one point, I was watching a playthrough, even though I was playing the game, a playthrough of Persona 5. And I was watching them play through, and then the storyline was so good that made me think creatively in a different way. Like, I could use that. That inspired me to do stuff. So it's like,
The game, Persona 5, right? Yeah.
yeah. I watch people. If I don't want to buy the game, if I'm being cheap, I just watch people on YouTube do it.
I heard that series is really good.
Yeah.
I think I've only seen clips of it, but I've heard the game so much. Man, I might have to check it out.
Yeah. See, I got the game after that on the Switch, but they say that you should need to know the whole story of it, and I didn't want to read it.
Is that deep?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
I thought it was like Call of Duty.
Nah.
It's just kind of like...
Nah, it's like 40 hours. Like, it's a whole, like, it's like a movie. You making decisions and shit, bruh.
Damn.
People still put thoughts in video games.
I bet.
The Japanese people, they know what they're doing, bruh.
I swear. They make some good-ass video games.
It's just, the story, the artwork is beautiful. It just, the gameplay looks fun as shit. Even though the girl that's playing the game, I wouldn't play like she does. But, you know, it's entertaining because this shit has some clips and say some shit. And I'm like, that's funny. I mean, I don't know, people say it's weird to watch people play video games. But sometimes you just feel like you hang out with a friend, you just watch them play.
That's exactly how I feel.
I used to do it all the time.
Yeah.
Back when I stopped playing games, I used to just, or even when I was still playing, I just didn't have the games that people were playing because I wasn't trying to buy it, or I just wasn't interested in playing these games.
Yeah, you want to see how it is without actually playing the game because you don't think the playtime is worth it. True. But you'll see somebody. It's more fun. I think it's people that are not good at playing games play games. That's more entertaining to me than professionals. Because like, how do you know how to do it? It doesn't feel like, how do you know how to get that place? You know, and
Yeah.
I feel like you're cheating.
Yeah, or like you try way too hard, like to the point where like the regular
entertainment
player.
factor has
Yeah,
to be there for me. I like to be entertained when
Yeah,
I watch
I
people
need
play
to see you
games.
die a couple of times.
And
And
rage.
freak the fuck
Yeah,
out. Yeah,
yeah.
for real.
Yeah, of course.
I used to ask my cousins to play. Like, it would be Call of Duty. That was like what all my cousins were into. But I would just ask them to play because I was like, for one, I'm not that good. But also, it's just really funny to see you guys freak out when you get all fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah. I like to play video games with my sister, like when at the small times. I do, and then I say so smart, and then she'll do something really petty in the game. Like we were playing Diablo 3, and my character was trying to go forward, and she went all the way to the other corner of the screen, and wouldn't let us go forward. Because I called her a peasant. I said, "Follow me, peasant." Like, and then she stabbed there.
She said, "Fuck you."
And then she said, "Say sorry."
Damn,
Yeah,
that
say
does sound
sorry.
like your sister.
Yes.
If she's petty like that, I can see that.
I said, "For what? For calling me a peasant?" Yeah. Good times.
I guess real quick, I go to a quick little story time about how I got on the road to being back locked in. So about around March, late March, went to the show and filming for a record company, and well, let me clarify, record company. It's upcoming record company, and everything's going good. We're at the Crave Lounge, so we parked on the little side on the building right beside where apparently there's no parking there. We didn't see it. We come out, all our cars got towed. So everybody's waiting around trying to figure out what everybody's doing and where the cars are at, because people was calling everywhere trying to figure out where the cars are at. Somebody finally figured it out, but after about 20 minutes, I just started walking because I knew where I was and I knew how far I had to get home. So I was like, no, I'm not about to stay here just wandering around all night. I did what I had to do for the most part. I'm tired. I'm angry. I'm just going to get everything in the morning, and I'm just going.
Why you didn't call Uber?
I don't trust Ubers. That's just me though. But I don't trust Ubers. I don't trust Lyfts. People
But
are
you
weird.
walked home. How long was that walk?
Probably about 7.5 miles.
7.5 months?
Miles.
Oh.
Bro, walking 7.5 miles, probably, how long did that take you?
It might be gassing a little bit. It might be 7.5 or 3.5. I'm not sure. No, I walked 3.5. Probably was total about 7.5.
Okay.
But I walked half of it.
And how long did that take?
About like half an hour to it. No, about like an hour.
That man was zooming.
About
Yeah,
like an
no.
hour.
Well, he got the long legs.
I swear.
Like, so.
I'm thinking about that like,
And the
damn.
only thing I was thinking when he told me that story the first time, I'm like, damn, how come he didn't call me? And I guess he then I feel like, damn, Dre doesn't think about me. Like how my feelings. He you don't think about me. You don't think about I can maybe call Kia.
I don't see the only main reason I've been thinking about calling Kia because I know Kia doesn't like to be bothered at all.
Damn, see, he was considerate. Look at
I mean,
that.
I understand that, but like, if you were stranded, I would have got you unless I was under the influence.
Yeah.
God.
But actually, I was at the studio when all this was happening. That was the thing.
That's what I didn't know.
So you.
I wish you would have looked in your phone to see who was at the studio and say, "Hey, Kia."
I don't know if it was on a calendar.
No, Jay Hill was Hill.
Oh, okay.
Jay Hill was Hill. Yeah.
So wait, where were you in?
All right, so
compared to here?
Wake Forest Road, on that area where that Costco is, that shopping center.
How far is that? Like, just so I can, like 10, 15?
Costco.
Yeah.
Is that Costco by the Melting Pot?
I believe so.
Okay. That's Wake Forest Road
Where
at the
that
intersection.
Biscuit Bill
Exit 10.
is.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
yep.
Oh, then I do know what you're
Over
talking
that
about.
area, yep. That's where around there. That's where he was at.
Yeah, I wasn't even far away.
Yeah, that's not far at all.
Yeah. Isn't
Yeah.
Damn.
I literally was that far away. I could have been there in 10 minutes. I was locked up. Now I would have drove halfway. I'm like, did I lock the door? Now I would have had to come back to make sure I locked the door.
Yeah.
Then I would have got you. So it only took me about 20 minutes because I thought I didn't lock the door.
But yeah, I started walking, but along the, I called a few of my friends. They were not able to do it. One was just too tired. The other was not. in the area, and all it was like, yo, you can come and chill here, but I ain't got a car, so I was like, all right.
Nah, you can't do much.
Cause look, I was really about to walk to his house if it was in the vicinity. I would have just slept somewhere and just figured it out by the morning.
So how'd you get out of that situation?
So all right, I'm about to explain.
Okay. Yeah,
we got sidetracked.
Yeah.
I was complaining about how he wasn't thinking about me.
But along that walk, I had a lot of thoughts. I was just this is the first time I was all the way by myself thinking. I wasn't fearful of nobody come out the bushes and nothing, because it's nighttime, weekend, Raleigh. It's not that crazy, but you just never know. And I'm walking just through past neighborhoods. It didn't matter where it was at. I just knew I had to get home. I wanted to go home because I was mad. I was a little frustrated, but I was calm though. That was a weird thing. I was really calm. Weird.
Scary, calm guy. Terrifying.
I finished the sentence for you. Don't worry. I knew where you were going with that.
Had a knife in my back, like now, but still, I had a lot of thinking I was doing. I was like, man, what am I doing? How am I? What I had been locked in like this in a while, because I was on a mission. I knew for a fact I was going to get home, no matter what. I was determined to get home, but I didn't have to, because they found where the cars were at. They drove me by the bank, got the money, and they was like, "Where you at?" I was like, "Yo, I'm such as by this Harris Cedar." Halfway to where I was to my crib.
Damn.
I was halfway there, and I got there pretty fast. I'm not gonna lie, but
yeah, you must have been booking it. Shit.
I was just walking. I wasn't running. I was walking.
He was laser focused on.
I'm like, man, your stride must have been.
Your stride was on it. He was
gazelle like.
That's the only way I would get that far that quickly too. If I was fucking pissed.
Fair. Still just walking. I finally got there. I was like, all right, in order for me to get back to that point where I was at back in school, I need to lock in like I was at that moment. So long story short, I get picked up. I shoot a video, come back 6 o'clock in the morning. Got the car, had to pay $250. Hurt, but I had it, so I'm good. I was fine. I knew I had it, so I was like, all right, cool. Good thing about having money stored in your belongings. It was a lot, but it took a long walk for me to get back focused. So saying that to say, it does just take a little bit. You're going to have your ups and downs, but as long as you start and realize where you need to go, you're going to be fine. You're going to have, once again, dip-offs and waivers, but you just have to start somewhere.
I like that.
Sometimes it just takes a long walk.
Yeah.
Takes you getting your car towed, taking a long walk, and losing $250.
To really dwell on
to
things.
really realize that's 3 really shitty things if you think about it.
Yeah, no, it really is.
It's
and
3,
on top of that, having to film a music video.
Yeah, so you're working.
And I filmed before, because I was filming a recap for the show they were doing.
Damn, bro.
Doing extra shit.
This all one night.
Because you were being a good person. Your fucking car gets towed. You have to walk a lot. And you lose $250. You got slapped in the whole face.
That's the kind of shit that's going to make me be like, I'm never working with you fuckers again.
No, relax. Well, I did get paid for doing my work. So
okay.
Yeah, he still got paid. But it's like, damn.
It's not their fault. It's our own faults, because I wasn't even gonna park over there. But they was like, "Yo, we over here." I drove to where they was at. Because I was the first time going there. I didn't know the parking situation.
You were just following like whatever.
I was like, all right, yeah. And they parked there before, but the car didn't get towed. So, but
dang, it was just one unlucky night.
Yeah, man, it
happens. Hey, but you turned it around. It made it something, to make you stronger. And
plus, you realize, damn, I really must fucking love this for that not to fucking kick me down.
I swear, bro.
And you're like, this is just another day. I gotta learn from it. Won't do that shit again.
I respect the hustle.
You just have to look at it as it is what it is.
Yeah.
And it's not gonna kill you. It's only gonna make you stronger.
Unless it does actually kill you.
True. Well, you won't be able to tell anything about it then.
I'm like, wow.
Doesn't kill you, makes you stronger. Every time someone says that, that's the song that plays in my head, and I'm really upset. Because I'm like, why is that?
And everybody sings it at that same high tone, too.
Yeah. But I mean, like, I like the saying because it's completely true. I'm like, you had to make the saying into a song. Come on.
Yeah, and then it ruins everything.
Now all I think about is that song.
Yeah, I mean, Taylor Swift is notorious for doing that shit. Just take
That
it.
was Taylor Swift.
I mean, she's like when you say "Welcome to New York," she made a whole pop song out of that. And that I heard. Now I can't hear if somebody says "Welcome to New York." That's the first song that comes in my head because I equate everything to music.
Yeah. Oh, then maybe that's why I'm doing it too.
Yeah. So and then it's like, man, if hear somebody say, "Man, I got bad blood," Taylor Swift pops in my head first, but then switch to this other song that I heard on The Walking Dead called "Bad Blood," and that song goes hard. It's like a little singer-songwriter joint. And it's just stuff. It just when you see sayings and you equate it to that artist, and then you just realize that's the fucking best that somebody has done with that.
Right.
Right.
I mean, hey, it's catchy enough that it's stuck in your head. So how much can we really hate
but
on it?
there's good songs too. I mean, like every time I hear, "Hello, it's me," like, that song's a bop though. That song's a fucking bop.
I don't even know that song, but I know that in the song.
That song's a bop. When I play it, I feel like.
You know who makes me feel like that?
Yeah,
Amy Winehouse.
Yeah.
You listen to Amy Winehouse?
Yeah,
before?
Back in Black. That's the song that makes me feel like that.
Yeah. Well, she goes crazy.
Yeah. Damn, she had died early, man.
Yeah. So let's get to our showrunner. We may not be able to stay on this long, but we have a few more things we want to cover. Supporting small businesses. If you think they're doing what's serviceable to you and you're able to, I feel that you should support small upcoming businesses.
I agree.
Yeah, I would agree. Opinion. But there are also though those small businesses that love to charge like probably, if not higher, just as much as a corporation would.
If you're able, and the reason why they may do that is because they also may be getting premium and also the cost of them having to make the product that they're selling to you. So you have to think about it that way as well. I know most people don't, but that's why they have to charge that because of what they're putting into it. It's not just, we're going to sew this together and put sandpaper on this. Nah, it's some people may actually have premium quality stuff. That's why they have to charge that.
Yeah, and it also depends on your priorities. If that small business is part of one of your priorities, like I bought from this girl because when the weather changes drastically, my eczema flares up randomly, and I need some eczema medicine, but I don't want to go to the doctor. So I'm willing to do natural stuff if I can, because I'd rather it be natural anyway.
Yeah, that's.
I don't want them to give me a shot because I fucking hate shots, or I don't want to swallow pills because then after swallowing so many pills in a row, it makes me. I can't do it anymore. I can't physically do it anymore. So I'd rather have some cream. So I found her on Facebook. I said, just go ahead and send me some stuff. I'll go ahead and buy it.
How much was it?
It's I bought body butter because after Nassim came in here, I got it. I was like, I'm gonna get some body butter because that might help my eczema too.
Yeah. So
she had that, and then she had some eczema stuff that she was promoting. I said, let me go ahead and try that. What's the worst that can happen? And that's been helping. So
that's cool.
So I'm like, now let me go to a doctor, save myself. I don't have to file insurance. I just don't like to do all the hard stuff.
That's actually cool that somebody's small business actually could help you. Yeah. I think a lot of my distrust towards small businesses is what makes you so great? Where's your why should I trust you with my money to give me your product? What is it? I think I probably already in my mind prejudge small businesses that their product isn't going to be as good, which is completely untrue. And that doesn't even make sense now that I'm saying it out loud. It really doesn't make sense.
What experience have you had that make
I'm about to ask that.
I feel like it has to come from somewhere.
Yeah, because there's a lot of small business. Food trucks are a small business. I would support the shit out of them.
Okay, that's true.
See, exactly. And you do that, and you do that too because the food is banging. It's better than McDonald's or some corporate shit. So they're doing it better. That one makes them fucking special because you can taste the love, not fucking food.
Yeah. Okay, food's a little different. Oh, I mean,
no, that's still small business though.
Okay.
Same thing.
Yeah,
Everybody's selling a product.
Everybody's selling a product.
Okay, true. Okay, well, what about people who, I don't know if you guys have friends that have done this, but I have a few friends who have tried to start clothing companies, or clothing lines or brands or whatever, and like off the bat they're charging, $50 for a shirt, and I'm just like, bro, you just opened. How the fuck are you charging $50?
I'll put it to you like this:
for a shirt.
Could you afford it at this time? Not counting your pockets, just.
No, but at this time, I mean, yeah. If I really wanted to support a friend, yeah, I absolutely could.
Did you like the
$50.
clothes?
Obviously not. No, that's a no right there. You don't like it enough. You don't feel like it's worth it. Then it's not. If it's not worth it to
Then
you,
you ain't gonna buy it.
You ain't gonna buy it.
All right, fair.
Like, and actually, that's the same thing. It has to be something nice for me to buy some clothes because clothes is never a priority to me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a fuck about clothes. If I could walk around my dinosaur onesie all damn day, I would. But it's too hot for that.
Speaking of clothes,
Yeah.
We just segueing all in the Dre shit.
Right.
hey, listen.
He's just taking
this is the demo of 2.5 LLCs merch, first edition of podcast shirts. Shout out to the factory, downtown Raleigh on West. I don't know how to pronounce this. Haggard or Haggard Street. Don't know how to.
I think it's Haggard.
I think it's Haggard.
West Haggard Street. Check them out. That's I bought this shirt from Hobby Lobby though, but I did learn how to make the logo from going to their free heat pressing training that they had on Wednesday.
If you give me a shirt like that, red and black shirt, red button, and put my Instagram handle on the back of it, I'll buy it.
What size?
Make it large.
Large. All right.
Honestly, I think I would as well. 2.5.
For this podcast, I got an extra shirt that I can wear for this podcast
Yeah,
now.
it's
What, what size?
probably do large as well.
What color?
That one I'm gonna have to think about because if it can be customized, then yeah, let me think about that.
Yeah, if you can put my name on the back of it, I'll buy it. Because
See-
now I got a personal thing to it because it's mine.
Yeah, true. I wanted to buy one of Snap shirts because $20 is not bad.
It's not.
That to me is like, oh, that's completely worth it. Like, it doesn't even matter what it looks like. If it's small business, and again, this is maybe this doesn't actually make sense, but to me, I'm like, if a small business is already gonna be like, yeah, you can have it for fucking $20, like that shit's super cheap. That's gonna make me want to support a small business more than if somebody's like, yeah, it's $50,
It's all as how they brand themselves to you.
Mm-hmm.
Because since Snap's sitting here for 2.5 hours just talking, you feel like, damn, this dude know what he's talking about. I would support the cause.
Okay.
Like,
yeah, that's fair. That's
so
true.
when you put up your fist like this before they even talk to you, you're not gonna ever have that. You were already open to speak to him because you put him on this fucking podcast.
That's true.
So you knew he was something.
Yeah.
And then he gave one the best thing for Dre. Like Dre was like, he had nothing to say.
Yeah.
That's fucking rare.
Yeah. No, I honestly his answer was really good. But yeah, okay, that's true. A couple hours.
He knows how to talk though. He's had the experience of promoting, and he's one of those who doesn't mind talking and getting out there. So he's different.
Mm-hmm.
He's not the norm per se.
And he's good at it.
Yeah, he
Exactly.
definitely is.
He's good at it. There's people that can talk that not fucking good at talking. And he's like, shut the fuck up, bro.
True. Everything that he talked about always ended up like.
Or they're full of
Coming
bullshit.
together.
Like you can tell they're full of bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
So
Like somebody who's just gonna say shit just to say shit.
yeah.
But that's what creates value.
Mhm.
Having the experience and talent to back up what you're saying, and the proof that you're actually doing this. He showed us, hey, this is what we did last night. Show Cypher. What?
Yeah.
Not Cypher. Was it Cypher?
It was a versus battle.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, versus battle. Showed the footage though. He was in it. And his team was in it. The group he was in the collective. Proof.
Yeah.
Yeah. If anything, I mean, if they have another one in Raleigh, we might as well just go.
Yeah. Thanks.
If I would have knew it was last night, I would have pulled up. Maybe. Nah, I was here kind of late last night.
That's true. Weren't you here until like 4 a.m? Yeah, probably working. Sheesh.
I had 2 sessions yesterday. I had one earlier in the day. It was a 4-hour, and then another one with 3 hours from 8 to 11. So.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, that's working a full day's worth though. Like
Yeah.
7-8 hour shift essentially.
And then you have a nice little break in between it.
Yeah, that's dope.
True, but the thing is with me now, I have to get more out there to have that be more consistent.
Mm-hmm.
or at least find something else that can back that up. So when it simmers down, it gets a little slow, because it's gonna get slow. Hey, business owners, it's gonna get slow. You have to be able to weather the storm.
How do you weather the storm? It's hard.
Saving, monitoring what's going in and what's going out. I need to get a little better at it, but I keep a close eye on that. What I'm spending and what I'm getting.
Yeah. When things slow down, you realize, maybe I shouldn't waste money on this kind of shit. My TV stopped working all of a sudden, like 50-inch TVs just stopped working. I tried different plugs, it stopped working, and I had a little 32-inch one. And I was really going to Walmart to go buy another one. I said, you know what? I'm gonna suffer for a couple of days, because it's not gonna be worth. It's not a very important thing. Because I didn't hit the cart button. And, I walked out of my room because I had the big TV in the living room. All of a sudden it's working again. Because it was still plugged up. It just gets had a reboot. And I'm like, I just saved myself $300.
That's facts. Yeah, that's true. If you would have jumped the gun and threw that shit, and then went to the store and bought it, you would have. And then
threw away a perfectly good TV. I would have been hot. $300 gone. It's like me picking up my car after being told. It hurts. But I fucking need my car. That's one thing. I need a TV because I can't sleep without the TV on. So I need it working. So I'm like, you know what? This little shit's gonna have to work because I need it.
Yeah. At least it's something.
Yeah. So.
But I'll say also on my purchasing journey, I do wish I would have made a few changes as far as buying what I bought, such as gear and those things, because it's not that I don't like the gear I have. I kind of wish I would have made a little bit more of an educational purchase. Not, it's going to be beneficial, yeah, but as what I'm doing is how it is right now, I don't need exactly what I have at this current moment.
What you don't need?
She said, let me get it.
Let me hold it.
So it was as far as like camera stuff, extra camera gear that I may not need at the moment. But as far as studio stuff, the Apollo rack mount. It's not that I don't like it. It's just I could have got at least the X4 and I would have been okay.
Damn, you got a whole ass Apollo rack mount? Hey boy. Yeah. How much did you spend on that?
Almost 3. Yeah. 3. I got it on credit, so I paid it off over time. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was like.
Yeah, I got it on credit, so I paid off over time. But yeah.
But okay. That's like top of the damn line. Shit. I feel like that's better than what we have in here. Or at least like similar.
Whatever works, man. That works for your setup. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It works in here perfectly. I wouldn't put Apollo in here for what.
Fair.
This works fine.
Yeah, no, true. I do like Apogee as a brand. I will say that. I mean, I've considered getting I was actually considering getting Apollo Twin, but honestly, I just went with a Volt 2, which I know is way, way less. But I was like, I don't think I need the Apollo yet.
I had the Twin too.
You do?
I had it.
Oh, you had it.
I sold it. I didn't need it.
So, but you got the rack mount.
I had both at the same time.
Oh my god.
Just Jay just paid money.
It was just going at one point.
Yeah, may as well spend it.
It took me forever. Because the last piece of gear I think I bought was the PreSonus controller. The one thing.
Yeah.
That's the last one, and that came with also the one with the interface too. So I'm like, so I changed from my Behringer to that. I think my Behringer sounds better because I like the way it makes my voice sound. But
that Apollo was different. I went from a complete Audio 6 to the Apollo. So
yeah, that's like a huge. Like whoa.
I did not do no middle, and I was like, yo, get that.
That's good though. That's how you know though that you give a fuck about what you do, because you're willing to invest a lot.
Yeah, a little bit too much
passion.
Sometimes. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, and then you also learn where your voice sits at too when you do that stuff. Like the Behringer, because my voice is more sultry, and it has like the Behringer has like a grunginess to it, so it adds a different character to my voice. I feel like
Interesting. So different audio interfaces.
Yeah, it just the initial sound of it going in. It was definitely different than what's going in this Apogee.
And listen, putting some good headphones, because I got upgraded my headphones too. So the Bear Dynamics, I got a pair of those. I
Let me
forget.
get one.
Oh my god.
I forget what ohms I have, but it's like probably like 250, something like that. But I got those around the same time too, and I heard everything so differently. I was like, "Oh shit, that was there?
like, what was that? That was there the whole time?
Really?
Yeah, that Bear Dynamic shit is crazy.
Oh my goodness!
He's like, oh, God, these albums so loud.
Like, wow, this is how vocals really sound like in the mix. Wow, it's crazy.
Oh, and then you hear the snap or the snare that's too high, just a little bit, and it just ruins this fucking song. Like, that could ruin a song for me. If the only thing I can hear is that fucking snare on the 2 and the 4.
I was mixing the song for somebody's album, and that snare was so fucking loud. But it was a 2-track, so I couldn't fix it. So I just tried to do a little EQ dip just to
And then sometimes it makes it worse though.
Yeah, exactly.
Really?
So I had to,
because you're taking out the frequency. When you take out the frequency, it takes out some of the tone.
It's the whole beat too.
Yeah. So it
You didn't have the
feels.
stems.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a 2-track, so you got to be careful when you.
Yeah.
Also, little tip I learned: you can EQ different areas of the beat too, so the vocals can sit better. You don't have to just EQ just what's in the template. You can add another one if need be. Just surgically do it though.
Yeah. Ozone got a good one.
Yeah.
That you can split the frequency range
That's pretty cool.
and do it like that. But sometimes sometimes not even worth it, man. And then if it's the snare and the hi-hat that's too loud, I don't know which one's worse. Let the hi-hat tone be like too piercing or too like too splashy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then it's just annoying then.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, ugh.
I think the hi-hat's worse, honestly.
I turn my hi-hats probably a little too low on my beat sometimes, but as far as if I have stems, I use just the Waves F6 EQ. Just in that case, that's what Mike showed me once. I'm like, oh, yeah, let me get that. All right, cool.
I tend to turn my bass down really low.
Why?
Mostly because of my Yamahas. Because they're so flat.
Yeah.
So yeah, Yamaha Rose. It's so flat, so you think it sounds good in the Yamahas, but when you bring it in here, you're like, oh shit.
It's bumping.
It's like
extra?
it's not there.
Oh, okay.
Or the too much bass.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually worse.
I used to have that a lot of my older beats, even going back to some earlier this year, because I didn't all the way listen to how 808s and bass sit in songs. As far as the kick is always going to be the loudest, that's a fact. But I didn't always know how to level and EQ it when I need to, because I had that bitch too loud or too low. Mm-hmm. Especially with drill beats. I never do. Drill beats, I always had the bass too loud.
Mm.
Kick was there, you heard it, but it was just 808 drill bass all over that shit.
Yeah, but the kick in the 808s bass, it also has to have a distinct sound too.
Mm-hmm.
So for it to stick out, for the perception that the kick is the loudest thing, and the bass is actually doing much more than actually just going.
How do you guys, not to get onto a tangent about 808s, but how do you EQ your 808s? Like, what's your
I don't.
order? You don't EQ
I use
or nothing?
Sublab.
Oh, okay.
I use usually a lot of times use a Sublab preset. It's already like mostly there.
Perfect.
I used that the other day in Pro Tools because it was somebody else's client, but I was chilling in there. I was just mind my business working on stuff, and he was like, "Yo, Dre, come in here. This beat needs some more bass in it," because the beat didn't have dude made the beat on his phone, so it wasn't,
Yeah.
So I had to feel around for a little bit on Sublab, man, because Pro Tools especially, jeez.
Making beats in Pro Tools. I tried it once and I was like, how
See,
the
the thing is,
fuck do
open up
people
next
do
time.
this?
Open up Complete Control, so you can go on. So you can open up the presets on the side for Sublab, and then you can browse the presets in the Complete Control, and then just pick it, and then find the closest one you need, and then you'll be able to change it quicker that way.
Yeah.
See, that's a big advantage. I just use
Anytime you
808s
use an
for
instrument on there
sound
and it has the NSK, open up Complete Control, so you can, because it has the previews of other sounds in there too.
Oh yeah, it does.
Or just open up Machine, same thing. Machine is updated in here, so.
Okay. Speaking of that, we're gonna be in engineering land for a little bit longer. So one of my biggest problems in other mixes I used to do, I used to cut a little too much.
Mm-hmm.
Recently, I've started to fix that. I used to cut a little bit too much.
Like chopping up
EQ,
the beat?
EQ cuts.
Oh.
To me, EQ cuts. And over processing too was one of my things. I used to do a lot.
Like putting a lot of compressors and stuff like that.
I was just putting a lot of stuff that didn't need to be there. Because when I hear out of these speakers, vocals start to hurt my ears, something is wrong.
Yeah,
when they sound like sharp and they're starting to hurt the vocals, I have too much stuff on there. Something is wrong.
Yeah. That's why I freak out when y'all open up projects and it's Dre's template, because I know how his template sounds. It does not sound like mine. And I'm like, I have to try to fix this.
I only use yours. If I make something on here, just because that's like the one I started on, but I have tried to use yours a couple times, and it's just a little more confusing than what she has set up.
Yeah, you gotta... Depends on which version of my temp. I have like stages of my temp, which if you see...
Yeah,
I might have used an old one then.
We need to delete some of those because you're taking up... There's a loud Dre up there. that's my studio one.
Yeah. For sure.
Like, you can't have more than me.
How many templates do you think you have on there?
There's at least 6 up there.
It's just a lot.
Yeah.
Because
I
have... Because I also made beat and recording templates just in case people come in and want beats and vocals on the track in Studio One.
I just don't like it. I don't think I like it at the top. That's my problem. Mine should be at the top.
I knew how to make it there because it's a little trick you can do to make your stuff at the top. Just put a little space. Put an space.
I think I put...
Space in a number. Or a
yeah,
number.
and I was putting underscore, and usually underscore is on top of everything else, but he put the space that overturns my underscore.
Damn.
It wasn't intentional at all. I just wanted to get the mods that quick.
Damian is playing Uno.
Yeah. Like,
cancel.
Fucking templates have to scroll down my fucking template now.
Yeah, that's my bad. But
if they let me add another page, I wish they let me put Presons, if you're listening, if you can add folders inside that template thing, that I can move all the Dre shit in this folder, and then I can have my template folder. It'd be so much easier. I can just do a drop down, boom, boom, boom. I'm just saying.
Next, they're gonna make a PreSonus minute, and they're gonna be like, "We just added this feature.
Look at that.
Run me my fucking money."
That's how you do it, Avid.
I still have yet to get used to Pro Tools. Is that bad?
Nah,
at this point, I'm so used to Studio One with mixing. I even actually did get into the mastering part of it, and it was fucking around.
I mean, people are literally using it in their studios now.
It's so easy.
People are using it in their studios. People are using it to create and make music.
Mm-hmm.
It's no different than Pro Tools. There's nothing really other than Pro Tools make shit more difficult and has that fucking ugly black theme.
God, dude.
I
can't do it.
Like, it's visually, it just works better than Pro Tools.
Mm.
Pro Tools should have been Studio One, but they missed it.
And yet, Pro Tools is still used across the board.
Yeah.
But I think Studio One should take over.
It's probably not. Only reason because Pro Tools been around so long. It's legacy. It's like Drake. It's a legacy act.
Mm.
Yeah, and also, but it's only a legacy. It's only the people that are refusing to change.
That too. People are loyal. People are loyal.
Yeah, there's some people that are straight up loyal. I don't mind switching the dial. I'm a little hoe with that shit.
So I'm fucking around with all sorts of DAWs.
Yeah, I made a beat in Ableton the other day. I'm like, okay, this okay.
That's admirable.
But then I'll just make a beat only in Machine.
Mm-hmm.
That's different. Everything sounds different. Almost Open Up Reason, but that's not that shit.
God, I see why it would be beneficial to do that. It takes a lot of brain power. I feel like. I mean, if you're just starting out, like if I just downloaded Ableton right now, I'd be like, what the fuck is this?
I do like that they changed the pitch modulation in the newest Ableton Live. I was like, oh shit, they finally fixed that bullshit. All right, cool.
What are they on, Ableton 11?
11.
Oh, okay.
11.
Yeah, I bought it. And then shit went on sale the very next week. So hot. So fucking hot.
That's why you only gotta buy shit on sale.
I was thinking it wasn't gonna go on sale until like October or some shit. The next fucking week, I was like, you gotta be shitting me.
That's fucked up, dude. That's fucked up. That's the type of shit that you think like, damn, are you fucking with me? Like, what?
Yeah,
what are you doing?
And not like something that you can return and get your full money back, then buy it again and get a discount.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good thing with gear, though. You can actually get money back for your gear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's
So,
a good thing. Digital? Nah, dog.
Nah.
Yeah, you're fucked. No returns.
Exactly.
We'll go around. I said my mixing ups and downs. What are some of yours that you had to learn from earlier on or recently?
I need to get re-inspired. I haven't made anything on my own in a long time.
Maybe you need that though.
I mean, I made that little. It was an Afro pop beat in Ableton, but it was like it didn't take much.
Maybe you gotta do what Drake did. I mean, just because
He already got me changing and doing exercising. I don't want to take much for him.
Okay, no, I said Drake.
Oh, Drake.
Drake, like he, he came out with this house album.
That's her. That's what she does though.
Yeah.
That's right up. He should have called her for a few of the beats.
Nah, true. Aubrey,
I
what
haven't
you
even
doing?
listened to it. No, I haven't listened to it. I just don't.
Well, we were kind of talking about it, how you fuck around with different styles of music.
Yeah, but I just can't. I don't want to sit there and be like, oh, let me put on this new Drake.
It's really not that bad. You should listen to it. Actually,
I mean, it's just something about him. It's something about him. It's just annoying. You know that girl that always comes to, like, you have that person that comes to work. It's not like you hate them, but you don't really like them. And they don't do anything for you to actually hate them, but they're there. And you just look at them and you're just like.
You disgust me.
For no reason.
Yes.
That's what
Yes,
Drake
I
feels
do.
like. He's not even doing nothing. He don't even do nothing to me. He's just doing what he does, and he get to do what he loves. I'm not jealous of him, but it's like when I look at him, I'm like, I'm like that about The Rock.
Maybe it's because Drake's light skinned.
I don't know. He's annoying. I think maybe because maybe because he likes skin, and I think all light skinned guys are pretty annoying. So
I was like, once you said.
But then, like The Rock, that's another person. He's so fucking perfect.
No, The Rock is annoying. Okay, I'm gonna agree with you there.
It's annoying. He's annoying because he's so fucking perfect.
I guess so.
I think he doesn't anything. He doesn't do anything bad.
No, he really doesn't.
I mean, he doesn't like get caught up on meth or go to jail.
He just works out.
He works out.
Makes action movies.
And then makes good. But the tequila is kind of okay. It's okay.
I still haven't tried it.
It's alright. It's better. Well, no.
No, but The Rock, like, just his existence, like, he's just.
So is he a good rapper?
Fuck no. That I don't know if he was just doing that for a money grab
the thing is,
or.
that's not the first time he was behind the mic though. So it's like he's one of those things that literally he's like, you know what? I'm gonna do this because I'm The Rock.
Yeah.
That's his thing. I'm gonna do this because I'm The Rock, and then it turned to I'm gonna do this because I'm Dwayne Johnson.
That's what.
And then it turned to a different. It went to a different business. If you think about it, it was The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, The Rock Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
It was that for a long time. Then he was able to completely drop that.
Yeah, I do remember that.
And then it's like.
I do remember when he rebranded.
His acting got better.
Mm-hmm.
He made himself better, or they start writing for him because they knew he was going to be in it. One of the two things are happening.
Have you ever watched BoJack Horseman?
No.
Well, it's adult animation, but it's a really good show, and it's about LA, and they talk about some of the behind the scenes stuff, and like, obviously it's a comedy show, but like there are serious aspects to it, and they satirize a lot of that kind of culture, like Hollywood culture and whatnot. I think there's probably an episode where they talk about like the exact reasoning behind what you were just talking about.
Yeah. Like, for example, everybody hates Chris,
Mm-hmm.
right? Chris Rock show. Now, somebody's either writing the lines that he's saying over the commentary of the show,
Mm-hmm.
or he's making it up. So I can't tell who's actually talented. Because if somebody's writing for them, they're fucking talented too.
Because they're funny as shit.
Because they're funny as shit.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's what I don't know if The Rock actually has talent.
It's hard to say.
But he's so charismatic and he's so fucking cool. Does it matter?
That's a talent.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Yeah, but is he actually good? Like, are his movies actually good all the time? I say only 15% of the movies that he made are good.
Have you ever seen Pain and Gain?
That's the one that's
okay. Yeah,
phenomenal.
That's a great rock movie, the rock movie or whatever. Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah.
But every other fucking movie he's been in, it's just like he's playing the same character.
He's playing. That's what he's playing. He was playing The Rock for a long time at the very beginning. Then he started playing Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I like the in cute movies like The Game Plan. I like that. It's a good feel good.
What about Be Cool?
Movie. I didn't think I saw that whole movie because I can't get into those kind of comedies. It's like it's like cringe comedy, right? That's what.
I don't even know what that is. Be Cool. Did
was
that just come out?
Nah, that's an old movie.
Okay.
Like they were trying.
That was when we were kids.
Okay.
Yeah, like The Rock was like a record producer or some shit like that.
He was allegedly gay in that movie too, but
it was just
what?
Weird.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought he was really good and Get Smart because I feel like it was actually him playing himself for the first time. I think that's the first time he was actually playing himself, and we actually saw how evil The Rock could be, and that's the last time he ever played a really bad guy in a movie. Because I think he played it so fucking well, because I believed him. I believed his character. I believed that he was always acting like the nice guy, the perfect guy, and then at the end he turned evil and tried to kill him. I'm like, that's really The Rock, and he didn't like that representation. That's my theory. Step that conspiracy. Kid of great.
Drops mic. Dude, wait, okay. It wasn't that's the spy movie, right?
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
With Steve Carell?
Yeah.
The way that he was treating Steve Carell, he would have killed him if he had a chance.
So now I gotta revisit this because
just
like
rewatch that movie and you'd be like, dang, The Rock is not acting.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check that.
He's out for blood. That's what it felt like. So.
Sorry, The Rock. I mean Dwayne.
If you came up to me and he said, I'm gonna give you any, I think about this all the time. If I ever saw him, I would never shit talk to him. I mean, he probably gets all kinds of shit, but he also does a lot of great things. His Spartan games that he had, the Titan games, that was called, the Titan games that he had, I love that thing. It was so cool. The way that he represents people, he's a fucking good guy.
Okay.
Like, he's a fucking great guy. He gives people a lot of opportunities. If he came up to me and I think in my head, because I talk to myself just like dude does. He's going to ask me one question. Like, I will hope his question to me, he would say, you can ask me for any favor that you want. And I would say, I want to work under you for at least 60K. Just to start out. For at least 1 year.
That's a nice
So I can learn under you. And I would stop doing music just to work under him for at least 1 year.
Like work.
Because I feel like I could be an asset to him. I feel like I would do anything to be an asset to him, so I won't have to work the job that I have now, and I can be more successful. I feel like I'll be able to get in his circles, learn who he knows, make my impression, so they can remember me.
I'll be listening, Dwayne.
And that speaks to our last point. This possibly could be a showrunner for next week as well. Are you happy where you are right now? Yes or no, and why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say
I have no complaints.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if I complain, it's just gonna get sad. If I start complaining, like I'll probably realize how shitty it really is. And I'm okay right now.
Yeah.
I really have nothing to complain about.
Yeah, genuinely, I enjoy life. Like every day, I actually am grateful to wake up and be able to do whatever it is that I do in that day. Because, also the way I view it is like, we have what we see through our eyes, and behind our eyes is like this. It's basically our consciousness, So I see it as like this consciousness behind my eyes, and then there's this is me just doing like daily shit. It's almost like my consciousness gets to watch like a movie, Yeah. So I want to give the consciousness behind my eyes like a good life.
Yeah. I'm with you. Not fortunate. You hear about it. You really think about the people. If you talk to people that are not fortunate as you are, because I got some friends, like some of the Nigerian guys that try to scam me. I eventually sometimes be friends with them, and they complain about their life, and I'm like, whew. They're like, yeah. One guy's like, yeah, I don't have anywhere to sleep tonight. I'm like, damn, that's rough. As I'm laying in my bed, it's things that you.
Damn.
I'm like, at least I got this. At least I'm not like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, why aren't you not doing that? It's like, and they grew up in a different culture, so it's not that easy.
Yeah.
So it's
That's
like,
true.
sometimes you just have to be like,
Be grateful for where you are.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, people got harder than you, man. At least I got a job.
Yeah.
It's not hard. Ain't going anywhere. Ain't gonna fire me
Yeah.
anytime soon. So as long as I get there and do what I do, and I do it well, it's not gonna matter.
Yeah.
So I'm fortunate to do that. I'm fortunate to come here. Pretty much, if it's open anytime I want to. So
Yeah.
if I need to come in here, I can. Also, I can get jobs here,
Mm-hmm.
and then work on the other jobs and all that kind of stuff. Things will come.
Mm-hmm.
I know things will come.
Yeah.
Because that's just how my life is. So the only thing I'm waiting for right now is Dre gets so big that he needs help, and I'm hoping that he just comes to me first.
Just remember that time that you were walking home and you didn't call her.
Yeah, now you really owe me.
Yeah. That's the one.
So that's all. If you really, that's all I'm doing. I'm just watching him because he's eventually gonna need help with something.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I'm just waiting. He's out there. He knows what I can do.
If you ever make your way out to Vegas once I get out there,
I'm gonna go.
you're
at
probably
least-
gonna be. You be
Yeah,
out there.
I know for a fact I'm gonna have to be out there.
Yeah.
For something. I
Yeah.
know.
100%.
Yeah. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah.
If Dre goes Vegas, I'm
That's
coming with
facts.
him.
Yeah.
At least, like he just like I don't see him going by himself. So I figure I'll just tag along.
I'm the weird type of guy that will do something like that dolo, but you know.
I'm like,
Drive across the country.
yeah, I'm like,
and
let me just. I mean, he's going anyway, and I always want to go to Vegas. Now I got an excuse because then I can just. I know Dre's there.
Yep.
I can do my own thing. He can do his own thing.
Yeah.
Facts.
It's like, oh, Dre's there, so it's not that bad to go and not have a travel buddy.
True. Yeah, it's not bad, especially if you've
I'm
always
supposed
wanted
to
to go.
just show up. You going to Vegas? I'm going too. If you want to go to Vegas, Dre, let me know. We'll just go to fucking Vegas.
Nah.
Just split that gas. It's all good.
Right? Yeah. And we will figure out if we need to rent a car or not. It's probably just easy to go take a taxi. But since you don't trust taxis, they can't kidnap both of us.
I
Well,
mean,
they could.
They
But-
good. I'm surprised.
But
I mean,
I
if
don't
I'm
think
gonna.
he's gonna let himself. I don't know about me. He ain't gonna let himself get kidnapped.
Oh, of course not. No.
Exactly.
No.
So I'm the only one that has to worry. He's not gonna get kidnapped. I probably will. He won't.
You seem super bad, right?
No.
No.
I
Before we go on another tangent, let me answer the question.
Okay.
I'm happy, but I know I want more, and I'm in. I like to call it do or die mode right now, where it seems everything's pointing to say, "Hey, you have to figure this out, or else it's not going to go anywhere." It's just with opportunities not being picked up, getting hired for a day, then not getting a call back for another day of work, and trying to figure out, all right, well, if you don't make this work, it's not gonna work. So I'm at the point where I have to make what I'm doing work. It's no way. You're not gonna find another way out by getting more occupations or another one that could take all your time. You gotta figure out how to make this work. So that's where I'm at right now.
No other choice.
Yeah.
It's like the universe not letting me get out of this shit. Not I said I was trying to find a way out, but it's just like finding other stuff that is like, nope, you over here, buddy.
You were creative.
You gotta,
Yeah.
Stay.
you gotta figure this one out. I'm not letting you go. You know what your goals and aspirations are. You have to figure this one out. And that's where I'm at.
It's good being around other like-minded people.
Yeah, man.
That's.
And I guess for throwback, you got your 5-second rule cards over there. So
What
We'll
is
have
this?
a timer. I'm just gonna say, all right, Devin.
Okay.
Name 3 places you might find pubic hair.
A urinal, honestly, a bathroom floor, and a tub.
I don't know if that was 5 seconds, man.
Nah,
I think it took a little too long.
A little too long, you think so?
Yeah.
yeah.
It's because I had to think about between the bathroom floor and the tub.
fire,
All right.
All right, Dre. Name 3 reasons you get diarrhea.
Shitting, food, condoms.
Wait, shitting?
Yeah, that's shit
No.
is diarrhea.
Wait,
Yeah.
condoms?
Yeah, you never know.
Hold on.
Name 3 reasons you get diarrhea. From shitting, food, and condoms. Are you eating the condoms?
I
Or are you
know.
allergic to them?
I don't know.
Dre literally said 3 words. and like in those 3 words, you like, what is he thinking about?
The first one caught me off guard, but I was like, wait.
He just repeated
Hold on
myself. Then he said food. Okay, that works. Then he said condoms. Dre, where's your head at?
5 seconds, man.
You count on your finger. Just count on your finger.
It was 5 seconds.
Okay, Devin. Name 3 ways women show they're interested.
They open their eyes. They blow their nose. They fucking pee. I don't know. Fuck. Damn, that 5 seconds really got you. Got you stressed.
Now your answer was worse than his. Okay. They were all incorrect.
Yo.
Okay, wait. What did I even say? I forgot.
You said pee?
Okay, I do. I remember that one.
They open their eyes.
Open their eyes.
Yeah.
I can't remember the 3rd one, but
No.
I hope you get a clip of that. Because the thing was, name 3 ways women show they're interested. So they might open their eyes.
Open their eyes, yeah.
No, that's not
Peeing.
So a woman came up to you and then she pissed on the floor and looked at you dead in the eye. You like,
That's love.
her.
That's love.
You fucking animal.
Man, that 5 seconds got me stressed. Now I get the condom answer. All right.
Oh, man.
Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Actually, I like this.
All right.
Oh, man.
All right, Dre. Name 3 celebrities that go by only one name.
The Rock, BG, Watchy.
I don't think it's not Rock. It's not. So it's The Rock.
YG.
Oh, Rock.
It's like, so that's The Rock is 2 words.
Oh, well.
It was close.
You gotta take L sometimes, man.
Come on, hit me with another. I got this. Perfect answer.
Okay, name 3 places you don't want to find blood.
Fuck me. Fuck. No, I don't know. I couldn't even think of one. Damn. Where would be the word?
I'll say
Your car?
Stools.
Like shit? Or like a stool?
Like a toilet stool.
Oh, okay.
and I'll say your bed.
Okay, yeah, that would be terrible.
Well, if it's in my bed for me, it's for a reason. If it's in bed for y'all, y'all need to call 911.
That's true. Hit me with another one. I didn't even answer that one, so let's go. I got you.
What are 3 nicknames for a vagina?
A cunt, fucking twat, goddamn, sunshine.
Sunshine. Twat, goddamn sunshine.
You're terrible at this game.
You got me under pressure. I think it's hard to think sometimes.
All you do is just cuss a lot.
I mean, you know those.
Sunshine.
Yeah, you got my inner consciousness thinking.
Ooh. All right, this is good for Dre. Name 3 places to buy lingerie.
ABC, Adam and Eve, grocery store.
You don't get lingerie at the grocery store.
The liquor store.
Not the liquor store either. Like, the liquor store is probably near the Adam and Eve.
Right.
I was in vicinities right there. I won't think about Victoria's Secret at that moment. I wasn't thinking about it. I don't know what the 3rd place was because I can't think of one right now.
I said Priscilla's.
No, I was.
Oh, Walmart.
Walmart has lingerie?
Yeah, it's cheap lingerie.
It's just probably trash.
Like, it's Walmart.
They probably make that shit out of fishing nets.
That's crazy. Wow. Wow.
Okay, Devin. Name 3 times pain is a good thing.
BDSM, fucking shitting, stubbing your toe.
That last one. I don't count that last one. But you said 3 though. You said 3.
I did say 3. I had to think quickly on that last one, but that one didn't make sense because it never feels good.
It just
you
said you had a really good one and then you just go downhill quick.
BDSM was the first
BDSM
thing.
would be good. Shitting, sometimes the hurtful, like a painful shit is actually kind of relieving though. You gotta admit. Okay.
Yeah, when the shit pain transfers somewhere else, like if the shit pain is like in your stomach versus your butthole.
Okay, that's fair.
I mean,
that is 2 different kinds of pains.
Like there's 2 different kind of pains, and I think I prefer one over the other.
But still relieving. I think so.
At one part, I'd rather have the butthole pain than the stomach pain, personally.
I would have the stomach pain.
No, the stomach pain, I can't focus.
You ever had blazing wings at like that's just off the top of my head?
No, because I know if I'm gonna do something that's gonna purposely hurt my butthole, I'm not gonna do it. Why would I do something that's gonna purposely hurt my butthole?
I'm gonna reserve comments. Bro. Ask me another question.
I think it's Dre's turn.
Okay, yeah. It was your turn.
Yeah, after this one, the next one will be the last round. He'll be
Okay.
show up.
Name 3 people you like to see shirtless.
Women.
I think
All of them.
Like you're just supposed to name women's names. You could have said 3 names: Rose, Amanda, and Becky.
I'm not gonna think of good names that fast. Sometimes you gotta save yourself from embarrassment, so you just gonna.
What's that Yang Yang Twin song where it's like Isha, Tikisha,
That's actually Pete Pablo.
Oh, Peter Pablo. Okay,
That's Freak League.
He's actually from North Carolina.
Yep. Carolina Finest, like Steph Curry and Pete Pablo.
Honey, Devin.
That's from the song. All right, let's go.
Name 3 assets of the opposite sex.
Assets, booty, titties, mouth.
Okay,
Good
1.
job.
Mouth.
Yep.
Everybody has one. Both
That is
completely
true.
The opposite sex.
But if the opposite
Depends on how it's used. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Depends on how it's used. I get what you're saying.
It could be an asset either way. But we're talking about the opposite sex.
And same thing. I see a lot of guys with a lot of ass.
Booby, titty, mouth. Assets.
So you said ass, titty.
Okay.
Mouth.
There you go. All right, that was this last round. Okay.
If you want to do one more out there, Mom, please go ahead. I don't mind.
Dre, name 3 ways to forget a bad day.
Leave, take a shower, go to the pool.
Man, he's thinking fast.
Give Devin one more.
Fuck yeah, I'll take one more. I'll take one more.
Give Devin one more for the close.
Name 3 activities that make you hungry.
Fucking swimming, running, shitting. Whew. I wanted to get 3 in there.
Well, you technically got 4. You said fucking, shitting, running.
He wasn't trying to say that, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
That's his thinking word. Fucking
Shit.
Look like a motherfucking
It does help my brain go.
That's wild.
I bet you when you think when they ask you a question like where things are, it's like, hey Devin, when you put that tissue and you're like, fuck.
No, that is quite literally. It's like goddamn shit, fucking shit. That's probably one of my favorite things to say. Shit.
With that being said,
You want to do one more for you?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Name 3 lies you tell a one night stand.
I gotta go. My grandma's hurt, and I broke my ankle.
Hey, he knows. Yes, sir.
With that being said, we appreciate you all listening and hearing this on a morning, noon, and night. And if you like, subscribe, and comment, you will become a greater version of yourself each and every time. Also, merch is coming soon. If you want access to merch early, you have to wait because I don't have it. But we are.
It's only because you have to wait because he doesn't have it.
Yeah, I just don't have it. I just made this shirt the other day. I feel proud of myself. But listen, that's all we have one other shirt, but that's all we got. That's extra large. You want an extra large, gray shirt? Holler at me. Other than that, you know what to do. My name is Dre. It's Kia, Devin, 2.5 LLCs podcast. Episode 50 will be next week. Congratulations to us. But until next time.
Big 5-0, okay.
Well, until next time, we appreciate y'all, and we are out of here.
Deuces.